my friend who cosplays Shiro has another one. I love it. In the flesh.
In the flesh, yeah. You meet again. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I laugh too much in the corset.
Oh yeah, so that can be painful.
Possible, or?
It's more of like a
Yeah.
Actually, I'll laugh.
yeah, not easy.
I guess I'm kicking it off.
Yeah.
So, as voice actors, what has been something fun for you to discover about your character, and then maybe how vocally were you able to accomplish that through seasons 1, 2, and now going on 3?
You go first.
Throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
All right.
He always has good answers.
Let's see. I learned in season 2 that he can lose his cool, and I think that it's hilarious. I think that it's really, really funny when Shiro finally can't stand anymore and has to just go off. I've enjoyed seeing that about him. To be honest with that, like, I have 2 young kids, and so a lot of that, him yelling at Slav, not yelling at Slav, but just shouting, like that's very real to me. It comes from because I'm so used to saying that kind of stuff. Now I'm making my kids look bad.
No, you're making kids look like kids.
They're kids,
That's been fun. And I've also liked seeing that Shiro has a little bit of a dark sense of humor when he's poking fun at his grave injuries and making light of it, and he's like, I'm just trying to lighten it. Like, I love that. I love that. That's what he thinks is funny. That's what he thinks is funny jokes.
Yeah.
That's been fun.
Or we're just going down the line.
Yeah, it's you next.
All right.
I'm gonna copy you guys. Your answer.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sweet. That works. For me, for Lance, like, I guess every time I'm just going through a scene, you just want to. Usually, not always, but usually his lines are kind of there to, I guess, lighten the mood. So just trying to make people laugh, and it's not even like half the time it's not even like trying to make like the audience laugh. I'm literally just trying to make the people in the booth laugh. And if I've achieved that, I'm like, okay, cool, that was good.
Yeah.
We got it. So that's kind of, I guess, like what I try and do half the time is like I can just make people around me laugh, or when he's being serious and they can go, oh wow, like that's what you're kind of trying to do. You're just like playing off the people that you're around, and that's what makes it fun to have like ensemble records too. It's not just you kind of by yourself sitting there going, oh, I hope this sounds good.
Yeah. Well, you definitely make us laugh because he does the best Quran impersonation.
He really does.
And Reese isn't there a lot, so it's so funny. He just didn't chime in with is that the perfect timbre of the voice?
And it's almost like I'm making fun of him, but I really just love his voice.
No,
so
no,
much.
I know. It's hilarious.
It's just so funny. Yeah.
There's a lot of laughs in there. Well, and for Allura, I guess they had to. Because originally she didn't have any sort of accent or anything, and I think maybe in an effort to differentiate her from the rest, Earthlings, and just to make her sort of stand out, she and Quran really are the only representatives. Although Hagar, we now find out.
Yeah.
But that's another story. So I think the challenge was trying to find a sound that was different. So it was kind of everyone in space sort of has this faux British kind of thing going on. So that was a little bit of a challenge. I still find it a little bit challenging.
Especially when you have like such tongue twisters.
Added
on top of that.
Yeah, and Quran.
She gets a lot of big paragraphs and has to.
A lot of like stuff.
I have it easy. I just have like I don't have very sciencey stuff,
But I also am jealous of people that just get to sort of be really sort of their own voice. It would be
pretty
easy
close to mine,
to make choice. Yeah, I don't know. So I struggle a little bit with that. I have time to rehearse and whatever. I try to come to the sessions prepared, but so that is one little of the vocal challenge thing that you were talking about. But I can't remember. There was another part of the question that was like, I don't know. Anyway,
that's a good question. I asked the question. I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's good. I think that's my part. That's all I could say anyway. Sorry.
Actually, going off of that, I was wondering what goes in your mind when you're playing off like the inner demons of these characters. So like for Allura, she's trying to be civil with Keith despite knowing his Galra heritage. And then later we find out, how Lance feels about being a seventh wheel, actually liking, Keith in the way that he admires him, like he's doing cool stuff in space. Yeah. Or like Shiro kind of, trying to be civil with Slav up until the final moment where he just breaks.
I love that episode.
Yeah. Like what's the process for that?
you're just trying. I mean, also, I guess, I mean, I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but I guess for me, like, I think it's on a general note, you're trying to just make it real, as real as possible. So you either think of something that's kind of similar that's either happened to you and kind of what your reaction to it would be. But a lot of times it's just kind of there in the writing. It's pretty clear, like, how they're feeling and what their reaction is. And they're all very real moments. I mean, you're in space, you're fighting aliens and robots, all this stuff, but ultimately it is still about these characters and like their inner relationships and how they're feeling being thrust into these just crazy situations. And a lot of them are still teenagers, so they still get jealous, they still get angry.
They're still trying to find,
They're figuring out exactly where they fit into everything, what's their place.
That's a really good point, because it's like that age, no matter what planet you're on or where, you know, you're still trying to figure out
what is your thing?
Yeah,
you know,
what do
you
is
do?
your thing? Am I a sharpshooter?
Lance is like, I'm the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Everyone calls it. No one calls you that.
No,
well, I'm calling myself that.
It's my thing.
It's my thing.
Right. No, I love that. It's so funny. And yeah, I think as far as Allura, I think it could get pretty boring just being a princess. You know, you're flying the ship. I think it's great that she has, you know, so much. There's conflict and there's so much that she has to struggle against, because she does have this mission, but he is Galra, and they did destroy like everything she loves. So
but he's so cute.
But he's so cute. So it's kind of like, But yeah, I think I love that she's not just your typical princess, and especially in the last episode where she's fighting Hagar. She's like, it's a struggle. She's, you know, she just used up all her energy and everything, but she finds it somewhere and I don't know, I think that's really great that she is got all this duality and all this stuff going on. It's not just, I'm a princess and I'm, you know, I just love it. It's great.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I guess, like, what goes through your mind when you're trying to, like, play these characters with, like, some subtle emotion?
Inner conflict.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I basically just have to try to make it as, like what Jeremy was saying, I have to make it as real as possible for myself. When I was reading Sins of Slav, and I saw that, you know, Shiro's kind of losing it, I have to kind of take myself to people that I know, that I am as nice as I can be to them, but at a certain point, it's just enough. Come on.
Yeah.
I just can't picture you being like that.
It's funny because, like, I usually keep myself very composed, but there are certain
You're
things
very
that
composed.
I mean, you guys have never seen me lose it.
No, I want to see that.
For real.
He's like,
I try not to let it happen because it's not fun. It's not fun.
You won't like me when I'm
like me when I lose it. So,
Oh, that's cool.
it's really just about making it as real as possible for myself and how I would react in that situation. And because I have found a lot that I have in common with Shiro. And then for the things that I don't have in common with Shiro, then I really just have to rely on the writing and the other things that I've seen in the history of the show and how they've interacted, and just kind of extrapolate from that. But yeah, for the things that I have in common, I pull from myself. For the things that I don't, I have to.
Thank you.
Yeah, going back to a little bit about Allura, and you were saying, you know, she's not the typical princess, which I really like, and especially the first season, I think she was almost a little static. There wasn't a huge arc for her, but in the second season, there was a lot more for her to do. And we also, I mean, she kind of went Super Saiyan in that.
Yes, she did.
She like just, what was that? That was magic. Yeah, that was magic. That was amazing. But the fact that we find out that Hagar is, you know, none of her people are left, but we find out that Hagar.
And what is Hagar's motivation?
And what is Hagar's motivation? So obviously, like,
She's evil. I mean,
No, is she in love
spoilers,
with? Yeah.
But you know, what is Hagar's motivation? And given that she had to forgive, you know, she had to realize that she was being wrong about Keith, and now we find out that there's someone working on the other side of her own people. Can you talk about a little bit about what? Obviously, can't give spoilers, but what your internal motivation kind of would be for that?
Well, that's really interesting, because when I recorded it, and I thought, you know, she's ignoring Keith and she's acting like a teenager and kind of like, you know, she doesn't really know how to act, and then she has a moment which we don't really see, but you know, she comes to where she realizes it and she knows that she's, you know, not being her highest self. But it's really interesting because I'm not that great on social media, but I did read some people were kind of pissed about that she kind of forgave him and were like, she has a right to feel the way she and they were equating it to, I don't know, stuff that's going on in our country, and I don't know. It was really interesting because I was like, I never saw it that way when she's sort of apologizing to Keith. So I don't know. I think there's going to be. I can't say anything, obviously, but that will be. We look at that and we explore that and we do move forward. And so a lot of things can there's freedom for things to happen because she's not holding on to that anymore. So yeah, that'll be that. I love that storyline and I can't wait to see where that goes.
How cool though that an animated show, which a lot of people would look at as just like children's programming, who are not as enlightened as us who watch
Yes.
can take an issue like that. That's that timely and that important and make all of these discussions happen.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really important, especially right now.
Speaking of things that could or could not happen, Shiro, where is he? and or what are you guys excited for fans to sort of see and explore with your character in the coming season?
I hope Shiro comes back.
I do too. I
think
do
everyone
too.
does.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, yeah, for
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope he comes back.
We need Space Dad.
I think everybody needs space.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
I think that's everyone's hope and dream, but I hope it happens.
I think for me, what I'm most excited for season 3 with Lance is that because of the kind of power vacuum, but kind of certain just Shiro not being there to an extent, like it just forces him and everybody really, but it also just gives him opportunity to kind of step up and actually be a leader and be a little bit more serious and be a little bit more responsible at times. I say at times because
He's Lance.
Because it's Lance. Yeah.
Lance is going to be Lance.
yeah,
Okay.
he's a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
He's always he's himself all the time. But it is fun seeing those people though, like kind of get those opportunities to be more mature and to be more responsible, and actually occasionally do some leadership things. And you're like, wow, I didn't. It's not that you're unexpected, but you're like, it's cool that person gets to do that. And it's not that they're always doing that, but they don't have those parts to them, but they're just not always shown. And then when they do step up and they really surprise you, you're pleasantly surprised. You're like, wow, that's really awesome.
And also in general, the writers are so great about we know these characters well, but we don't know all of their backstories. And now there's maybe time to explore some of the other characters that we don't know that much about and their backstories. And I think that's what people are going to be excited about. That's what's so great about getting to know the characters so early in the season. There's a lot of places to go. Yeah.
Well, really quickly, I guess, what are your favorite scenes from this season? From season 2?
Yeah. There's a lot of.
I know. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
I love the chase on the cow. in the
That
space
was
ball.
yeah.
so great. I like that whole episode.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
god, and
great
yeah,
episode.
and when Hunk when he realizes that, and he does the slow mo in the space ball, like the I don't know what that move was really great.
Oh my
There's so
god.
many funny. I don't.
It's free with purchase.
Yeah, Pidge is when Pidge is doing the learning. What language was she learning?
Altair.
Is it Altair?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Altair. I don't know why I was thinking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and she's that is a real. There's a lot of just funny, ridiculous moments that don't when Karan is looking for a mouse for no reason, and he's like, he's got something in mind, and we don't know what it is, but he's gonna find that damn mouse, and it's just there's just those little precious moments that just. I don't know. There's lots of little jewels in it, so there's a lot.
I love the Cran thing where he's de-aging.
Yes, we were just talking about that earlier.
It's one of my favorite parts of the whole. Oh my gosh!
And
it's
he
so
still
funny.
has the
all of the
mustache.
space mice are turning into space everything else.
Yes.
And she's like with the baby, with the mustache. But the kids, Reese's kids,
His two sons.
his
Yeah.
sons are
They
the ones
actually
who
did the
voice.
voices.
And so
Yeah.
it's so precious, those little accents, those little Australian accents.
Little New Zealand. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. And when he's a teenager and he's got little red marks on his face.
Yeah.
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 I hate everything.
And there's a lot of good battle scenes, a lot of good fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you and Keith in the Blades of Marmora one, where that whole scene where he's fighting and fighting and they
Super
keep
cool.
spinning. Yeah, there's just.
You are not meant to go through.
You are not meant to. He's like, maybe I wasn't meant to. I wasn't meant to go through the door. There's just there's the writing is such. I get the scripts, we get them the night before we record, and I cannot stop reading them. And I'm not usually like that. I'm like, it's my line. Where's my line? But they're just it's page turners, and it's really exciting. It's fun to be a part of.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we actually have time for another.
Oh yeah.
I know, right?
And I don't have, if anybody else has another question.
Ooh.
I had one and then it went out of my head.
Oh, bummer.
That happens to me all the time, so I know the feeling.
Actually, I was gonna ask, can you imitate the character next to you? So like how Pidge makes the makeshift like versions of everyone on the team.
That's
Oh yeah,
Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
that's
blah,
great.
blah,
funny.
blah,
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm Keith. I'm
Big
emo.
weird words. Big yeah.
What did she say for Lance?
She does.
She's like,
Oh,
Oh,
something
it was
about
something
Pretty
about the
Girl.
princess
Yeah,
or pretty
she
girl,
doesn't
yeah.
do
Oh, look,
Allura.
pretty
Does she do
girls.
Allura? I don't remember
I
if
feel
she
like
does
she
Allura.
does.
She
She
does.
does everyone.
Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
yeah, she says,
What does she say about Allura? I don't remember that. I definitely
yeah,
remember.
what does she say about Allura?
I should know this because I watched this episode last
I
night.
don't know. We'll have to ask her. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
watched it too. I can't believe I can't remember that. Yeah. So you want us to do? What did you say? To do?
Like imitate the character next to you in your character.
Oh.
In my- as your
So Shiro imitating well.
Where?
Yeah.
Lance imitating Allura, Allura imitating Shiro.
You want to start?
I guess so.
This is great.
Let's see.
It's like compounded hard when it's your character
Yeah,
trying
To do
another
it.
guy.
Yeah.
He has it. He did that in the second season of it. That Smidge.
Hey, I'm Lance. What's your name?
That's great.
That's good.
Hello there, I'm the princess, and all I'm about is rules, rules, rules.
Yes, I love it.
And I'm Shiro, and we must work together, and we must form Voltron.
Yes, thank you.
That was great.